Here we go. Is the video I'm going to get full outfits. I'm not sure if I'm authorised to actually wear. I'm going to get an author. I don't specialise. I don't get my YouTube channel deleted like they deleted my Instagram. I think I'm the first cycling brand to have specialised delete their Instagram account. I'll put myself up there as not the first one anyway. Today's video is the S-Works Epic. Natasha, you've ridden this bike.
Yeah.
You said before,
many times.
You said tonight, would you say, I wore this bike in, and you're like, what did you say? You're not doing the Mawson Trail, that are you?
Yeah, I literally said that.
Why would the top of the range mountain bike Specialized make be a bad choice for an epic cycling adventure? What do you think? Your experience.
In my experience, the bike is bouncy.
Bouncy.
Uphill, so it's not stiff, locked out, so you can fly up the hills. It's bouncing along like.
Remember that time you rode
like
it?
a shopping bike.
Well,
actually, I prefer stiff shopping bike, so it doesn't even qualify as a shopping bike for me. Sorry.
Because the other day I said ride the Epic to the shop instead of the other bike, and you're like, oh, do I have to? Like, it's just so. What'd you say? So, what does it feel like when you ride it?
I said it's bouncy.
Yeah. So slow, sluggish.
Yeah.
Is that not my words? Your words?
Yeah. So I'm just thinking back to last week because you said ride it to the shops, and one day I did, and it's so hard to gain speed on it on a smooth, flat road. Like, you're so upright and, like, just pedaling along. Like, I felt a bit like a grandma, to be honest.
When I first got this bike, right home from the shop...
Guess what?
What?
I rode it before you.
You did,
from the shop. And I need to share my experience with that. So, was riding it home.
Brand new.
Brand new. Just wheeled it out of the shop. And, from the shop to home, how many Ks is it? About
8, 10, maybe.
About 10. So about halfway in, about 5 Ks in, Harley said, "How does it feel? Let me have a go." And he said he asked me. Sorry, you asked me.
Yeah. Whatever.
How does it feel? Is it like racy, fast, and stiff? And honestly, I was thinking, am I just a noob that can't tell these things? Because I definitely didn't feel a racy vibe.
And you've ridden a lot of racy bikes.
That's right. I've ridden all of Harley's racy bikes. Top of the range. And I couldn't feel that as soon as we wheeled it out of the shop.
Well, it felt good to wheel out. When I picked it up, wow, this is light in the last Epic. It's going to be fast. So to wheel the bike, it's fast. But to actually ride the bike on the flat or up a hill, it's cumbersome. It's very, very cumbersome.
That's right. And that's exactly how I felt riding on the roads, on the smooth paved roads, home from the shop.
Yeah, I remember riding it that night after you got off of it, and I rode it around thinking, oh, the shocks need some air in it.
That's right.
Maybe I didn't pump it up. Fair enough.
That's right,
That's a common mistake. And I pumped it up, and then I think the next day I raced Big T up Norton Summit, gave her a head start. I didn't catch her. And I was like, this is embarrassing. I've got a $12,000 mountain bike, and I'm getting dropped.
Yeah.
I'm on Summit, like, what? And I just remember just thinking, like, trying to do 300, 400 watts, just thinking, this is just bouncing around like I'm in a bed, what's going on? And it turns out the shock was broken on the first ride.
Okay.
The seal was gone.
Well, this is a couple of years ago now, so I'm just refreshing my memory. And the more that we talk about it, the more I can remember that now, as soon as we got home, Harley said, "I'm going to take it around the block. I'll see you in a couple of minutes." I'm like, sure thing. So came inside, started doing my thing, and he was gone for like 25 minutes. And at this stage, I'm thinking, what the fuck? Is he decided to ride on a fucking trail? And so I called you.
Yeah.
There was no answer.
Yeah.
But then a couple minutes later, you came through the gate. And I'm like, what took you so long? And you're like, I'm just trying to work this bike out. Like, it's bouncing, literally.
That's right.
I'm trying to, like, get the feel for it. You know, I think I'm doing something wrong. I was like, okay.
This is what's wrong. The brain. It's brain dead.
And from then on, yeah, so you...
Yes, I think this is shock number 5. This is the S-Tune. Specialised, hats off to Specialised, tip of the hat, besides leaving my Instagram account. They were very supportive, and they, I think this is shock number 5.
Wow.
So it's like got sent back for rebuild. This is an S-Tune. So not many people in Australia have this variety of S-Tune. But to be honest, I got sent back. They did the S tune, and to be honest, it felt like they just put a sticker on it and that was it. You know, it's like the shot came in. They go, "That's Harley's shot." Put a sticker on it, send it back.
So I have a question. Was this
feel like nothing was done?
Was this before or after
fishing.
You took the bike to
fish.
North Queensland?
This is before and after. They had the shop done in North Queensland. I had to ride, 80k's to the shop.
Oh, that's right.
80k's back from Port Douglas.
Yes,
to Cairns.
we took
And
we took it to far North Queensland and didn't even go on the trail.
Yeah, because you'd sit on the
we
bike.
rode it to Coles Maripa.
Yeah, Coles Maripa, mate. Because the bike packing bag, the shock would compress so much that the bag would hit the wheel. So you'd have to get out every minute or so. You have to get out the saddle to let the shock, and then you'd sit in it and slowly compress.
Oh my god,
and it would be hitting the wheel.
Right.
So it was like, I bought a backpack and just filled all my stuff. It was just like, it was just hilarious.
It's like my memory's just erased all of these things because this bike has been one big problem.
But it's been a fantastic problem because it's the first world problem. At the end of the day, we can. I have no regrets at all.
Wait, you have that bike on my pillow?
Yes, all right.
Are you fucking serious?
You've only just noticed that?
Yeah, literally. I mean, I'm not wearing my glasses, but
Put these on.
You rolling shit in those wheels.
No,
you put it on my fucking pillow.
I think they're clean. I think they're clean. But there is like this this bike, this actual bike here is the most famous epic on YouTube. It has to be on social media. It has had hundreds of thousands of views. And this bike inspired me to create my own brand. Because I'm like, I used to think back in the 90s when I started using S-Works product, it was like it was just something a bit special. It was like created by riders for riders. It was just something about it. And now it just seems like these bikes are built for fat, inflamed, walrus-esque barristers.
I mean, it is called Specialized.
Yeah, and they used to be a sick brand. And they still make some good shit. I've got about 50 odd Specialized saddles.
I do really like their
like
power
saddles.
and mimic saddles.
Yeah.
They're very good for women, I found.
Shoes. My favourite shoes. Got a Specialized shoe, got a midfoot in there. Boa dial.
And my all-time favourite cycling shorts, my Nicks.
Yeah, Specialized.
Are from Specialized Bangkok.
Specialized, yeah.
And they were like this, they were like an end-of-season model and they've lasted me years and they're just like the perfect cut.
Shape,
and
cut.
I can't find them anywhere in Australia.
So definitely not here to rat on rag on Specialized.
No.
But the bike here inspired me to create my own cycling brand with Pragma. Because I'm like, how can this crap be sold? And not just sold, but sold at such a high price point. It's made in China.
Yeah.
Right? And like everything is today. My bike's made in China. This helmet's made in China. This Oakley's probably made in China as well.
I'm sure they are.
And so I was like inspired to just go, how can I make, how can I get a product out there that's actually legit, and it doesn't cost 2 kidneys and your kid's kidney, and it actually is going to give you an enhanced cycling. Let's say you can't buy happiness, but you can buy a bike, and that's fucking close. And I agree with that. But this bike, it isn't happiness. You can buy a bike, but you can't buy happiness, and a bike is close. You can't buy happiness, but you can buy a bike, and that's pretty close.
Yeah.
But this bike doesn't personify that. My Pragma bikes do. My previous Epic, I had that for like 12 years.
And I rode that Epic.
That shock actually worked. Like, it's locked out. When you're sprinting, going hard, then you hit a bump, boom, open. This one is open the whole time. Then when you hit a bump, it's extra open. So it's just like it's drunk.
Yeah, so it's I don't find it.
And now the new one's like $19,000. The latest 2021.
Don't
and I'm just like,
even.
no, God, like and
So my final thought is I don't find this bike inspiring to ride.
No.
It's smooth and
very smooth on downhill. Very
it
nice.
shifts well. The gears better.
So you've been up Mount Lofty, I think, twice.
Yep.
The downhills is smooth.
Twice in 2 years.
It's a trail bike. Something you jump on in a car.
But yeah, I prefer, if we go mountain bike riding, to ride the Anthem.
Or the hardtail.
Or the hardtail Merida Big 9.
Which is whose Specialized bikes are made by Fishida in China. Interesting. So, your final thoughts? What are your final thoughts? Is that it?
That is my final thought, and I'm hoping Harley can one day clear up some space. So
yeah, what to do with this bike? I don't know what to do with the thing. I think this bike's just I'm just gonna keep it forever. Maybe I don't know what to do. It's a bike.
Are you serious?
I was frustrated at the start with it. I was like,
Harley, I think a fat barrister. Not that there's
I know
anything
a
wrong
fat
with
barrister
that.
in Adelaide might buy it.
I think there is somebody out there who will buy it and be able to enjoy it more than you, okay? Because
I'll
you
give
have
it
specific
because it's
needs.
got so many problems on it. But I do know a fat barrister. I'd be happy to sell it to me. But,
Yeah, but maybe somebody wants it to be super bouncy and they can just ride it up.
It's a pump track
trail,
bike. It's a
you
pump
know?
track bike. You know, it's a pump track. This Specialized Epic is no longer an Epic. Like, I got my first Epic in 2003. It's a sponsored Epic, by the way. And it was like, I remember riding it and just thinking, I'm going to get this thing. I'm going to get this thing.
I'm going to get a drink.
Go get your drink. And I bought this bike and I was just like, man, this is epic. This is literally epic. I bought it that day. I was like, man, I've got to get one of these bikes. I even sold my Cannondale hardtail to get it. And Specialized gave me like a sponsored ride discount, like wholesale or whatever, wholesale +5 or -10 or whatever. And it was an incredible bike. You know, I did the up to tip of Cape York on it. And I got the S-Works variety, rode across Australia on it, no worries. You know, had it for 12 years, and then yeah. So this bike has definitely taught me a lot about the cycling industry, and it's been an epic ride. So yeah, no, just first world problems end of the day. All right, first world problems end of the day. So anyway, Andrew loves watching. Hopefully I'm authorised to ride this helmet and jacket, and hopefully I'm allowed to put this bicycle in my video. Andrew, peace, bro. And anyway, that's the deal. Specialized Epic. If you're a fat barrister who's going to jump on the car on the up and go down, the Epic's for you. If you're a racer, a skinny lactate lover like myself, who just loves the watts and the hit on the climbs and the fire roads, skip the Epic. Go hardtail. Go a Giant Anthem or a Scott Spark with suspension design to actually lock on, lock off versus full bouncy. That's the first one from the video. You got any questions? And I know I'm not the only one with the Epic. This is not just me. A lot of people have problems with them. And a lot of people will continue to have problems with them. Hope they see this video and give the Epic an Epic pass. Which I'm unfortunate to say that because it was a sick bike back in the day. Now,